Welcome to Parsha with Purpose, where each Parsha becomes a guide to living with meaning, serenity, and joy. The Parsha opens with a mitzvah that feels surprisingly simple. This month shall be for you the first of the months. And this is a commandment to establish the new month and to implement the lunar calendar system, which is the basic mechanism of tracking the Jewish holidays. At first glance, this mitzvah doesn't seem dramatic. It's not Shabbos, it's not Bris Milah, it's a calendar. And yet during the time of the Hanukkah story, when the Syrian Greeks tried to uproot Judaism, they targeted 3 mitzvahs: Shabbos, Bris Milah, and Kiddush HaChodesh, sanctifying the new moon. Why? What's so fundamental about a new moon that it's up there as part of the big 3? Rabbi Moshe Greenwald explained something beautiful. He says, look at the moon. It grows, it shrinks, it almost disappears, and then it comes back, over and over and over again. And that's not random. Hashem, who is eternal and constant, created something in the sky that is not constant, something that fades, something that looks lost, and something that returns. Because that is the story of the Jewish people, and it is the story of every Jewish soul. The moon is a symbol to us that people go through life with periods of growth and decline. There are times in life when we feel full, bright, strong, and there are times when we feel diminished, quiet, hidden, almost gone. However, just like the moon waxes and wanes, it becomes big and then diminishes and almost disappears. It always reappears. The moon whispers to us, this is not the end of your story. HaChodesh hazeh lachem. This renewal is for you, not just for history, for you. The Jewish people have gone through unimaginable rises and devastating falls. We've known glory and exile, safety and terror, clarity and confusion. And still, we are here. Why? Because we learn from the moon the lesson of renewal and rejuvenation. The Syrian Greeks understood that. They didn't just want to take away Jewish practices. They wanted to take away Jewish hope. Because if you can still believe in renewal, you can never truly be defeated. And this isn't only about nations, it's about people. There are moments when a person feels like they're shrinking, losing confidence, losing strength, losing light, feeling like a former version of themselves. And Parshas Bo comes and says, you're not finished, you're not erased, you're not done, you're in a phase. Rav Chaim Shmulevitz once met a Holocaust survivor and asked him, how did you hold out? How was it that you were able to not give up? And the Jew told Rav Chaim that in the camps they were stripped of mitzvahs. However, there was one mitzvah they performed regularly, even on pain of death. They left the barracks at night to fulfill this mitzvah. This was the mitzvah of Kiddush Levana. There was always a moon. And they would look up at the moon and whisper the words, we are destined to renew like you. Not because things were easy, not because they understood, but because they refused to believe that this darkness was the end. That is who we are, as a nation and as individuals. Not perfect, not linear, not always shining, but always capable of rejuvenation, of renewal, of returning. Good Shabbos.